Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna be showing you something a little bit different today. Gonna be showing you my comedy collection. I have quite a bit here. I might make a part 2 video later on, but this is gonna be part 1 of my comedy collection. So, I guess the best way to start off would be Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. This is a really funny Christina Applegate comedy. Definitely worth checking out. Balls of Fury. This is a blind buy I got at the pawn shop. If anyone's seen this, let me know. I don't know anything about this movie. I don't know if it's funny or really bad. Ventures in Babysitting. Another really funny Elizabeth Shue film. Classic 80s comedy. Cops and Robertsons. Another blind buy, which I have not seen this film. Or if I have, it's been a very long time. This is a Tom Hanks comedy favorites collection with The Money Pit, The Burbs, and Dragnet. Never seen The Money Pit. The Burbs is okay. Dragnet is a guilty pleasure. Always enjoyed that one growing up. We got Vacation, classic Chevy Chase film. Then we got a Vacation 3 movie collection, which has Vacation again, but this one has special features that wasn't included in the bare bones one I just showed you. It has European Vacation, which I had never liked that movie. But it has Vegas Vacation. That's mainly why I bought it, for Vegas Vacation and the special features for Vacation. But that's the 3 movie collection of Vacation. Then we got The Breakfast Club. Another classic John Hughes movie. Team America, World Police. I've never seen this one either. Jumanji, really good Robin Williams film. Ghostbusters. This is the classic original. I seen this in the theater back in the day. It was really cool. And Ghostbusters 2, I saw this in the theater as well, and I was extremely disappointed in this movie. Has funny parts, but the story, it's not very good. It's got some cool things about it, but as a whole, as a story, it's almost like they try to dumb it down for kids or something. I don't know what happened. It wasn't very good. Writing was bad. Then we got Grumpy Old Men, which is a really, really funny movie. And Grumpier Old Men. Classic films. Mannequin and Mannequin 2 on the Move. They're decent. At least the first one, anyway. Baby's Day Out. Really funny. Really funny movie, actually. I always enjoyed it. The gorilla. It's just hilarious, that baby. Lost in Translation. I've never seen this. This was a blind buy I picked up at the pawn shop. Says it's a comedy, but I have not gotten around to seeing that yet. Roxanne. This is one of my favorite Steve Martin films. Mom and Dad Save the World. It's not very good. Fools Rush In, another decent comedy. The House Bunny. It's entertaining. Scary Movie. Scary Movie 2, Scary Movie 3, and Scary Movie 4. I like all 4 of these films. The 5th film, I couldn't even watch it all, it was so bad. What's Your Number with Anna Faris and Chris Evans. It's a fun comedy. Meatballs with Bill Murray. It's a good movie. Meatballs 2. It's okay. It's not great. It's got an alien in it. It's like making fun of E.T. It's not a great comedy, but it's a guilty pleasure for me. I don't own Meatballs 3 or 4. 3's, I don't think it was ever released on DVD or Blu-ray, and 4 is hard to find with Corey Feldman in it. This is a Problem Child Tantrum Pack. Problem Child and Problem Child 2. I grew up with it. It's, part of my childhood. Caddyshack. Always loved that gopher. To me, he steals the show. Is that gopher. It's a funny film, but I enjoyed this more. I know people don't like Caddyshack 2, but this was the first one I saw as a kid, and it's rated PG. That's probably why I was allowed to see it, because I wasn't allowed to see the first one because that one was rated R. But I don't know. This one, it's really silly. It's, I understand if people don't like it, but I've always enjoyed this one. It's, a film that, it's part of my childhood, I always enjoyed Caddyshack 2 more than the first one. The gopher is in it a lot, and I don't know. To me, it's underrated. Little Nicky, which isn't a very good movie. It's got funny parts, but it's really weird. Bedtime Stories. I've never seen that one. That's a blind buy. Just Friends. Really, really funny movie, actually. Bedazzled for Brendan Fraser. Elizabeth Hurley. It's one of those movies. It's got good parts, but it could be better. Bachelor Party. It's a typical 80s comedy. View from the Top. I've never seen this one with Gwyneth Paltrow. It's got a lot of people in this, actually. Another blind buy. The Water Boy. It's a funny movie. Grown Ups. Another blind buy. Never seen it. Back to the Future. I double dipped with this because I actually have a box set of all 3 films, but I bought this again because it had some special features that weren't in the box set. This has like stuff like from Back to the Future, the ride from Universal Studios and stuff. Making the Grade with Judd Nelson. It's got its funny moments. Tooth Fairy, I've never seen this either. Another blind buy. Strictly Business. It's time waster, but kind of forgettable. Bubble Boy. I remember it being okay. Kindergarten Cop. Funny Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Twins. Another funny Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito comedy. Major League. Another funny one. I do have the sequel somewhere. The Suburbans with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Will Ferrell. It wasn't that great, to be honest. Dr. Dolittle 2-pack. It's got Dr. Dolittle and Dr. Dolittle 2. They're funny family films. Office Space. Funny Mike Judge movie. Rock of Ages. Funny musical. Trojan War, underrated, slipped through the cracks, kind of unknown actually, with Jennifer Love Hewitt. Not a lot of people know about that one. I kind of liked it for what it was. Bring It On, it's a funny Kirsten Dunst film. The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy, I've never seen this, and they're blind by. I heard it wasn't good though. Detroit Rock City, it's basically a Kiss film. Kiss the band. Just Married, really over the top comedy, them fighting with each other, going through walls and stuff. It's just really like cartoonish in a way. Secret Admirer, it's like a comedy mixed with like a chick flick, that's decent comedy. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy, classic John Hughes film. Then we got The Super with Joe Pesci. Underrated comedy in my opinion. Then we got You Stupid Man. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Fast Times in Ridgemont High. Yeah. This is a movie people talk about all the time. It's got funny parts, but it's not laugh out loud funny. It's a little overrated, but it's okay. Funny Farm, funny Chevy Chase film. We got American Pie. Well, this is American Wedding. That's the third film. This is not in order. American Pie 2. And American Reunion. Which, you know, they got funny things about them, but I don't know. This is a K9 3-pack of movies. K9, K911, and K9PI. The first film's the best one, K9. The Great Outdoors. So I Married an Axe Murderer. Funny Mike Myers film. My Super Ex-Girlfriend with Uma Thurman. Mr. Deeds, another funny Adam Sandler film. There are no writers in it as well. Summer School. Always enjoyed this one as a kid. Then we got all 4 films of the Police Academy movies. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I'm looking forward to the new Bill and Ted's Face the Music. I want to see that one, definitely. Looks like fun. City Slickers. George the Jungle. Crazy. 3 Amigos. That's a funny movie. 1,000 Words. I've never seen that. I heard some people talk shit about it. Replicate. That's okay, I guess. Weekend at Bernie's. I always enjoyed these movies growing up. Even the second one, it's funny. It's not as good as the first movie, but I still enjoy it. Summer Rental, John Candy, very underrated, underappreciated. comedy from him. This is a family favorites, which has some comedies in it. But it's got Cloak and Dagger. It's got The Wizard, Cop and a Half, King Ralph, Mante, Sergeant Bilko, Ghost Dad, Ed, Simple Wish, and The Borrowers. So, How I Got Into College. One of those movies that slipped through the cracks. It's kind of those guilty pleasure ones. The Cable Guy, which is part of my Jim Carrey collection here. I have some more over here. I'll show more of them. Dumb and Dumber 2. I know a lot of people some people don't like this, some people do. It's one of those movies that's like mixed with me. I like some of it's not good. Hero with Dustin Hoffman, Gina Davis, Andy Garcia. This is a hilarious movie. Hilarious. Ladybugs with Rodney Dangerfield. Always enjoyed this one. This is an Austin Powers 3 film collection. This is Austin Powers International Man of Mystery, Austin Powers The Spy Who Shagged Me, and Austin Powers in Gold Member. I like the second film. The other ones, they have their moments. Crocodile Dundee 2, and Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles. I've seen the first two, but not the third one. Gremlins, classic. 80s. Like mixed comedy, mixed horror. Gremlins 2, The New Batch. It's a little wild, it's a little crazy. It's not as good as the first film. It has good things about it, but it has a lot of things going wrong for it as well. Stakeout, which is a really good movie. It's like serious and comedy mixed together. Another Stakeout, not as good as the original, but it has its moments. Now this isn't a comedy. The Majestic, but this is part of my Jim Carrey collection here. But it's an okay drama. Yes Man, this is a good comedy and underrated. This is Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Yeah, this is my favorite Jim Carrey film. This is the first Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Then we got the sequel, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Then we got The Grinch, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Bruce Almighty. I got this for 49 cents at the pawn shop. Mainly got it because this has the theatrical version of Dumb and Dumber. But yeah, it's got the Mask, Yes Man, Majestic, and Dumb and Dumber. But it has a theatrical version of this, which is why I bought it, because I bought a director's cut, and it's not as good as a theatrical. The Number 23 psychological thriller is okay. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, another serious Jim Carrey film. The Series of Unfortunate Events. Me, Myself, and Irene. Liar, Liar. Really funny movie. And this is what I was talking about. Dumb and Dumber, unrated, more dumber than ever. Yeah, there's a lot of unnecessary scenes in this that I can see why it was cut out for the theatrical version of that film. I just didn't care for the unrated, whatever, director's cut or whatever the hell that was. It was just kind of scenes unnecessary. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, is that what it's called? Never seen this. It has Jim Carrey in it. So, one of these days I'll get around to watching that. It's another blind buy. Earth Girls Are Easy. It has Jim Carrey in it. I don't know if you can see him. He's the red alien. Yeah, it's a really weird movie. It's like a comedy, but it's like a musical as well. It's just a really, really strange movie. It's got a couple funny parts, but it's a really bizarre movie. Man on the Moon. Another drama mixed with comedy. And then we got Once Bitten. This was my first Jim Carrey film I ever saw as a kid, but I didn't know who Jim Carrey was at the time. It wasn't until later until I rewatched this film. It was like, oh wow, Jim Carrey's in this. I always enjoyed it. Mr. Popper's Penguins. That's a fun family film. I don't have anything against it. The Truman Show. It's a really good one. And then we got The Mask. Really love this movie. Mallrats. Probably one of the best Kevin Smith's films. In my opinion. Big Bully with Rick Moranis and Tom Arnold. Mischief, which has the late Kelly Preston. She just passed away recently. I've never seen this one. I'll have to check it out sometime. This one has Igor, but it has Little Monsters with Howie Mandel and Fred Savage. It's a funny film. And we have Hero at Large with John Ritter. It's a good comedy. 80s. Anyways, this is it for right now with my comedy collection. And I'll probably show another video later on of part 2. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you like it, yeah, I'll do a part 2. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.